What is your puppy's name?
It's
Nico. Nico, it's about to get really loud. Are you good with that? All right, good. All right. Lords and ladies, I am Will Shakespeare, which means you should cheer now. That was good, but frankly, we can be more obnoxious. When I say you should cheer now, I need you to go insane. Hoot, holla, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, whistle, and throw small loved ones into the air. I am Will Shakespeare, which means you should cheer now. Did you just Lion King your 4-year-old? You're like, yeah! She is the one true king. No, friends, this story is audience interactive, which means it requires all of your help. When I say that everybody says, ooh, I need to hear all of you say, ooh. Well done, everybody says, ah.
Ah.
People cry out, dear God, what is that thing?
Dear God, what is that thing?
We have dramatic music.
Dun, dun, dun.
We have not very dramatic music. Well done. All right. We have random sound effects of randomness. And we start with a song. Now take your hands and hit your lap 2 times. Clap your hands once. Do it again. 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 Repeat. I don't want to get sued, madam, no. It goes like this. Now I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here's my spout. Let me get us steamed up and hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Singing, I'm a little teapot. Now let me hear you sing it.
I'm a little teapot.
That was good, but white people, get on the beat, please. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Stars are flaming balls of gas. Sing it!
Stars are flaming balls of gas.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard just to get her dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so her dog had none. Meow, 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 meow mix. Sing it!
Meow, 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 meow mix.
You know your dog eats it. Next verse! Jack and Jill went up the hill. They went to get some water. Jack fell down and broke his crown. And Jill oh my God. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Girls perform better than boys on the SAT.
Girls perform better than boys on the SAT.
Now friends, keep that beat going. You and the few, the proud, the nerds. You may be thinking, Shakespeare, why are you calling me a nerd? Well, people, you're at a Renaissance fair, aren't you? Some of you are dressed up for the fair. Others are wearing really nerdy t-shirts. Others ironic shirts and hats, like the guy in the Mets hat. No one wears that and means it. Some of you are wearing red, which means you understand you will likely die in the first 5 minutes of the show. You are the ones who use the nerdy language. Words like, we're like swell. And so's your old man. And bazinga. And hodor. And wibbly wobbly timey wimey. You are my people, and I will lead you to freedom. Reach into the bottom of your heart, the cockles of your heart, the subcockle, your left big toe, your neighbor's pocket, and sing with me. Well, if enough of you good people right here, right now, I would not be here doing this. Oh no, I'd be at home, still doing this, with my cat. So thank you for allowing me to have the greatest job in the world. Let's get that beat going. All the voices together. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Louder!
Q, R, S, T, U, V,
Back row!
W, X, Y, and Z.
with me.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Give yourselves applause. Now, let us start this story the way all good stories begin. At the end. I know. The end of the Roman Republic. And everyone says, ooh. Rome has survived the Gallic sack and the onslaught of Hannibal of Carthage. And everyone says, and now has fallen into a period of interstellar civil war. Brother against brother. Roman against Roman. Seatmate against seatmate. People turning to the person next to them and having sissy fights like this. All right, well done. Only one Roman can stop this madness. One Roman to stand above it all. And his name is Julius Caesar. This man here. And the people of Rome cry, Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar!
The great Caesar says nothing. Because the show's not about him. Sit down. Now, we meet two Romans of senatorial rank. We meet Brutus, and we meet Cassius. I mean, you can bring the dog if you want. Add your traction levels. Now, people with dogs are very handsome. Yes. Not with the dog anymore. Not as handsome. No. Sorry. Now. Cassius turns to Brutus, who looks uncomfortable in this situation, and says, I don't like Caesar anymore.
I don't like Caesar anymore.
And Brutus says, yeah, me neither, kinda, maybe.
Yeah, me neither, kind of.
And he says, he's acting like a king. He's acting like a king.
He's acting like a king.
And she says, a bit, yeah.
A bit, yeah.
Kinda. And the people at this point start chanting, Caesar! Caesar!
Caesar! Caesar!
At this moment, who should arise? At this moment, who should arise but a soothsayer who only speaks the sooth. She holds her hands high and says, Caesar! 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 Well done. She says, beware! No, more lines. She says, beware! 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 The Ides of the March of the Penguins! Well done. And Caesar's best friend and boon companion, Marcus Antonius, known as Mark Antony to the entire world, that man who looks just like Wilfred Brimley's cousin, stands! He says, what was that?
What was that?
Well done. And the soothsayer again says, beware! 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 The Ides of the March of the Penguins. He says, you didn't really clear up anything. And the people chant, Caesar!
Caesar! Caesar! Caesar!
And the great Julius Caesar says nothing, because the show's still not about him. Sit down. Accolades for your cast so far.
Woo!
Now, Cassius at this point turns to Brutus and says, I think we should kill them.
I think we should kill him.
We should kill Caesar.
We should kill Caesar.
And Brutus says, wow, that escalated rather quickly. He says, man, he stands across the world.
He stands across the
like
world.
a colossus.
Like a colossus.
And we
are
are puny mortals at his feet.
puny mortals at his feet.
And Brutus says, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And as Brutus goes away awkwardly, Cassius yells after, till then, think of the world.
Think of the world.
And on that really weird and awkward line, Cassius is left alone on stage to deliver a soliloquy. That's a big word. Say it with me.
Soliloquy!
A soliloquy means one person, in this case Cassius, is talking to you, the audience, directly. But no one else in the show can hear him. So Brutus, earmuffs.
You have to listen to his.
He holds out his hand dramatically. Too dramatic. He says, Brutus,
Brutus.
You are noble indeed.
You are noble indeed.
But even the noblest heart can be seduced.
But even the noblest of hearts can be seduced.
I shall convince you.
I shall convince you.
The great Julius must die.
Great Julius must die.
And all that shall remain
And all that shall remain
of our beloved Caesar
our beloved Caesar
shall be a delicious salad.
shall be a delicious salad.
Oh, I'm so evil.
Oh, I'm so evil.
And he runs away laughing into the night. Several days go by and we arrive at Cassius's house. Theater. And he says, is all of our assembly here?
Is all of our assembly here?
Our entire secret conspiracy.
Our entire secret conspiracy.
And the people cry, aye!
Aye!
And he says, sinner!
Sinner.
No, sinner.
Sinner.
And sinner says, aye!
I.
He says, Casca!
Casca.
And Casca says, aye!
Aye.
He says, Metellus Kimber!
Metallus Kimber.
It's going down! Metellus Kimber! Sorry, that was inappropriate. He says, we are agreed.
We are agreed.
Caesar will not die,
Caesar will not die.
and we are in Bermuda.
And we are in Bermuda.
No, Bermuda. No, that doesn't matter. Okay. Read the map. No. And everyone says, aye!
Aye!
And he runs away laughing into the night. There is no joy in his heart. Now, Brutus, meanwhile, at her house, is beside herself with indecision. She says, I long to join the conspiracy,
I long to join with you.
but Caesar is my friend.
But Caesar is my friend.
What to do, what to do?
What to do? What to do?
At this moment, Cassius jumps back into the scene. He says, hail, Brutus!
Hail, Brutus.
Join the conspiracy.
Join the conspiracy.
She says, thank you for making up my mind for me.
Thank you for making my
At this moment, the clock strikes the hour with a gong, and a gong, and a gong, and one more gong, and a hush falls over the crowd. And then an even louder hush. For the crowd is very impressed that Brutus can afford a clock that strikes the hour. They are very expensive. Also, that Brutus apparently traveled forward in time in order to get one, because they're not invented yet. And everyone says, ooh, ah. Time travel ruins everything.
Time travel ruins everything.
And so, they agree to meet tomorrow morning on the Ides of the March of the Penguins, whatever that means. And they run away laughing into the night. So, we go across town to the house of a man who is about to die. Spoilers. Julius Caesar has had a sleepless night. His wife has had, because you're there, has had nightmares, and she tells him so.
I've had nightmares.
Well done. Now, at this moment, Cassius bursts into the scene with bursting action. And they back apart from each other a little bit for a better stage picture. And he says, hail, Caesar!
Hail, Caesar.
No, more hail, less heil. All right. He says, hail, Caesar!
Hail, Caesar.
Well done. Now, he says, the Senate wishes to give you the crown.
The Senate wishes to give you the crown.
Now put yourself into Caesar's shoes. What do you do? Do you stay home with your wife and the sure knowledge that you will not die today? Or do you go with Cassius? Maybe to become king of Rome, but maybe to die with dramatic music. What to do? What to do? Of course he goes to the Senate, and his wife cries, no! Oh, go wake up, Hernia. And so, the people of Rome, having been let in on the conspiracy, partly because Cassius is terrible at keeping secrets, and partly because I've been talking about nothing else for the last 8 minutes, cries things like, no, Caesar!
No, Caesar!
We love you!
We love
She
you!
says, stay home where it's safe.
Stay home where it's safe.
She says, don't go to the Senate.
Don't go to the Senate.
She cries, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Could you say that again? It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Could you sound more like Admiral Akbar this time? Could you sound more like Admiral Akbar?
It's a trap!
No, you don't. No. He gets to the Senate, and who should be there but the other conspirators of Cassius? and Brutus, and Cinna, and Casca, the two people I pointed out earlier. And that guy with the face. He's like, oh, I went to Yale. Shakespeare went to community college. And yet, who brought you on stage? Associate's degree. And they are up here, making ferny petitions unto Caesar to lull him into a false sense of complacency, saying things like, I want a pony.
I want a pony.
I want a puppy.
I want a puppy.
This thing on my neck is getting bigger.
This thing on my neck is getting bigger.
Listen, Yale. He's not a doctor. Go away. I don't know why I'm picking on Yale today. I really do. It was the setting for half of the run of the Gilmore Girls. It's good. No. All of a sudden, something weird and unexpected happens. You hear it. A marching sound. The penguins of Rome rise from their seats and waddle through the scene, marching back and forth. Where are they going? Maybe getting pebbles for their girlfriends. Maybe going to that great new Roman nightclub. No one knows. And then they sit down. And Brutus says, well, that happened. And then the soothsayer jumps on top of her seat and says, see?
See?
I told ya!
I told ya!
And then... She's great. And then the conspirators pull out their daggers, which is the thumb turned down in the Roman way. And they cry, Sic semper tyrannis! Sure, close enough. All right. Stab Caesar first, Cassius. Ah! And then Cinna. Ah! And then Casca. Ah! And then Metellus Kimber, because you're gonna die. That was inappropriate. And I warn you, if ever you are committing state-sanctioned murder, don't sing Metellus Kimber. It just doesn't work for anybody. And then Brutus steps forward with the unkindest cut of all. And Caesar says his first line in the play. Et tu, Brute.
Et tu, Brute.
And he dies. Stop giggling. This isn't funny. This is a tragedy. That dog will eat you. Stop giggling. Anyway, Brutus cries, let us bathe our hands in his blood.
Let us bathe our hands in his blood.
And the other two conspirators get really awkward at that moment and run away. No, not you. It was your ideas. And then Mark Antony comes into the scene with his Wilford Brimley mustache. He comes onto the stage. He says, peace! Peace! Allow me to speak at his funeral!
Allow me to speak at his funeral.
Caesar was my friend.
Caesar was my friend.
And Brutus,
And Brutus.
you're having a great hair day.
You got a great head there.
And Cassius says, do not trust him.
Do not trust
And
him.
Brutus says, no,
No.
he's fine.
He's fine.
Who would lie about such things?
Who would lie about such things?
And they run away laughing into the night. At this moment, he goes to the body of his fallen friend and he cries, Caesar's soul shall be revenged.
Caesar's soul will be revenged.
Cry havoc
Cry havoc.
and let slip the dogs of war.
And let's what?
And let slip the dogs of war.
Let's slip the dogs of war.
I'm here
I'm here
to talk to you
to talk to you
about diabetes.
about diabetes.
Because you were willing to do that, I need to ask, how much money did you get paid for the Battle of Endor? And so, I love him. And so, we go to the funeral scene, and you know that we are there because Caesar is now lying in a more dignified pose.
Beautiful.
And Antony delivers this famous funeral oration, saying, "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears." Oh, that's gross. He says, of my friend, I can say but this.
I can say let this.
No, but this.
But this.
Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most Roman. And the crowd begins to hum Amazing Grace as if played on the bagpipes. Well done. And Brutus and Cassius stand and look at each other, and they put their hands on their cheeks and they scream like that kid that one time. And they run away. Sit. And then the people chant, Antony! Antony!
Antony! Antony!
And just as Antony feels the crowd is with him, who should arrive but Caesar's great nephew and heir to the throne, Octavius. Just in case you didn't hear on that side, when I picked her up, she went, yay! And so, they shake hands over the body, because it is dramatic. I don't know what's happening. All right. So, he says, what shall it be?
What shall it be?
And she says, war.
War.
He says, war? She says, war. He says, what is it good for? She says, absolute power. And the people chant, war, war,
War! 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 War!
and then Caesar goes away to get cremated. No. And now we go once again to another period of civil war. Brother against brother, seatmate against seatmate. People turning to the one next to them and having sissy fights. By the way, that lady actually hit her husband. She's like, now's my chance. Brutus and Cassius are over here, fighting amongst themselves. Cassius says to Brutus, this is your fault.
This is your fault.
And she says, how?
How?
It was your plan to kill Caesar.
It was your plan to kill Caesar.
He says, and that's a good plan.
It was a good plan.
However,
However,
you let Antony live
you let Antony live
because he said you were having a good hair day.
because he was saying you were having a good hair
She
day.
says, it's true.
It's true.
Who would lie about this?
Who would lie about this?
He says, Brutus,
Brutus,
you're useless.
you're useless.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You know what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna take your mother,
I'm gonna take your mother,
Dorothy Brutus,
Dorothy Brutus,
out for a nice seafood dinner.
out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again.
And Brutus says, Dorothy Brutus is a saint.
Dorothy Brutus is a saint.
And they get into a sissy fight. Meanwhile, Antony says to Octavius, do you think we shall triumph,
Do you think we shall try?
my brand new best friend?
My brand new best friend.
And she says, Jove willing we shall. And we shall all meet again. And Julius Caesar Part 2. Toga, toga, toga. Meanwhile, on this side of the battlefield, Cassius feels bad about what he said about Brutus's mother. He says, sorry. She says, it's okay. And then he delivers this actual line from the play, saying, today's my birthday.
Today's my birthday.
Brutus, did you get him anything? Figures nuptials. And then Antony cries, fly arrows!
Fly arrows!
And the Romans hold up their bows. They grab an arrow, they notch it into place, pull back on that string, and shoot each other in the face! Oh my God! The humanity! And then Antony gets on his horse and he yells, charge!
Charge!
And Cassius Brutus, who is deathly afraid of horses, screams!
Ah!
Screams better! Screams even better!
Ah!
And he pulls out his dagger, the one used to kill Caesar, and stabs himself in the face. And he dies to death. Brutus yells, "I shall not be upstaged!"
I shall not be upstaged.
She runs off the stage, comes over here to this guy in the back of the house. Here, hold this. Hold it straight out like that. She runs back over here, and then runs and impales herself on the dagger. No, run! All right, come back and do it again.
I just did it.
All right, run and impale yourself on the dagger. No, come back and do it again. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. To show, don't stab yourself for real. It's actually, to show ultimate pathos, Octavius is having her own show over there. She's playing Ring Around the Antonines. And this is how the Antonine Wars begin. Brutus, you're going to run in ultra slow motion while the people give you ultra slow motion music for ultimate pathos. Are you ready? Sure. All right, here we go. Slow motion music. Dun, 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 dun. Slow. There's blood getting on the dog. There's blood getting on the camera. Because that's how J.J. Abrams does it. And she dies on the stage. But not right there. More like over here. Die with your tongue hanging out. Give her a kiss. And then, hey, how you doing? And Antony comes forward and delivers this funeral oration, saying, "Never was a story of more woe.
There's a story of
More woe.
more work.
No woe. Than this of Juliet
And this of Juliet.
and her Romeo." And Octavius says, "Hey, that's the wrong play." He goes, "I've got this."
I've got this.
He says, "Farewell, sweet prince.
Farewell, sweet prince.
May flights of angels
May flights of angels
sing you to your rest."
sing you to your rest.
And Octavius again says, "That's still wrong." He says, "I've got this."
I've got this.
He says, "And they all lived."
And they all live.
Say it with them.
Happily ever after.
Octavius and Antony take their bows. Take a bow. But then all of a sudden, stay dead. All of a sudden, you hear it once more. The penguins of Rome once again march through the scene. Where are they going? Are they paying their final respects to the republic that was? Are they going to that great Roman nightclub, Toga, Toga, Toga? No one knows, but they disappear into the night. The republic dead. And oh yeah, that happened. Applaud for your dead people! Stand and take your vows! Stand and take your vows! Run DMCs, run! Run! And run DMC. Now, lords and ladies, my name is Will Shakespeare. If you enjoyed that show, let me hear it! Thank you, friends! Live theatre never happens in a vacuum. It is a partnership between you, the audience, and me, the performer. So as your partner here today, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for not sucking today. Now, whatever you feel the show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will detail your call, because I got no pride. Throw it into my hat. If you throw in anything, you go home with a token of my affection. It says Shakespeare approves, letting the whole world know that I will Shakespeare love you. And if you want to go home with merchandise, you can go home with the Fluffy Kitten Love Grenade from Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens, my 4 o'clock show. Kill your friends for only $10. They won't actually die, they'll only get mildly annoyed. Available in black and gray, but also in pink. The pink ones are $20, and all proceeds benefit women's health. Proceeds go to benefit the Planned Parenthood of Central New York, where I live. So thank you very much. I will be back at 2:45 with the Hamlet Christmas special, where everybody lives, just this once. And at 4 o'clock with Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens. Up next on this stage, we have the band 3 Pints Shy! Go follow the show, Shakespeare Brews on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I will Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. You make cheer now!